And our word for today on this Christmas weekday, this Wednesday, December the 3rd, our word for today is children. Children, our word for today. And here, as he is with us each and every Wednesday, it's Deacon Dan Brahier. And Deacon Dan, I would say this, you've got your work cut out for you. Wonderful readings today, but man, there's a lot of ground to make up. This has been a particularly sad Wednesday. You got to pull us out of the fire, baby. Good morning, Deacon Dan. Happy New Year to you. And
Happy New Year to both of you.
Merry Christmas.
You read
as well.
my mind. I'm sitting here thinking, I got to follow these guys.
Well, at least
yeah,
we
I've
had
got
a
the mop in hand.
Yeah. we had a headmaster in here though, so that helps.
Right. So that fixed it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a fast but wonderful holiday season. You both had good Christmas and New Year's?
Beautiful.
Fabulous, yes.
Fantastic. You know, what was the beautiful about this holiday season, among other things, was being able to spend so much time with family.
Mm-hmm.
Because of one of our sons, he's in the Marines, he was gone to Japan for 3 years. So this was the first time on Christmas in 5 years that our entire family has been together.
Wonderful.
On Christmas.
Thank God.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it was just beautiful to have everybody there. And it kind of it led me to reflecting a lot on this word of the day of children, because of course, all three of our sons were with us, but so were our three grandchildren for several days. And just seeing how those children operate at that age, they're all under 5 now, and spending time with them, it made me reflect on qualities that children have that adults seem to lose. And so a couple of them I identified, particularly one of them is a quality of trust. If you think about how much trust a child has in the adults in his or her life, when you put them at the table and you say, okay, we're going to eat now, whatever it is that you prepared, that's what they may not eat it, they may throw it, but whatever you prepared, whatever is in front of them, or you say, hey, come with me, and you take their hand, and they just kind of, naively look up at you, and they follow you wherever you go. Or you say, I'm going to go for a drive. You put them in the car seat, you lock them up, and you drive along, and wherever you go is going to be fine. They have total trust in their parents. And then the other thing that we see in a child is this inquisitiveness. They're open to learning new things. And so this constant, sometimes it can annoy us when children say, why? But they want to know. And they're asking the questions, and why does it work that way, and how could I do this, and why does that? Because they're very interested in learning things and developing that kind of that relationship that comes from asking questions and getting deeper into an understanding of the people around them. So somehow we seem to kind of lose that as we're adults. You think about those qualities, because that's what God wants from us. He wants us to trust. He's going to take us by the hand, and he's going to lead us wherever we're going, whether that's to a new job, or it's another child born to the family, or it's going to be a relationship, or it's going to be a new home, or whatever it is that God's leading us to. He wants us to trust that he's in everything and that he's going to see it through. And then the other thing that he wants us to do is to thirst for understanding of him and of our faith. He wants us to ask questions. He wants us to go deeply into what's going on in my life here, and discerning what's happening and listening to him when he speaks back to us. So those very qualities that we see in children are the qualities that God wants to see in us. And really, it's no wonder then we look at Matthew chapter 19. What does Jesus say? He says, let the children come to me. And so he's kind of acknowledging that whatever it is that children tend to do, that's what he wants to see in us as grown-ups too. And so there are references throughout the New Testament, Matthew 11 and Luke 10. In both cases, Jesus says that things have been hidden from the wise, but they've been revealed to the childlike. Because what are the childlike doing? They're the ones who are trusting and are open to learning new things. He doesn't use the word childish. He says childlike, what those qualities are. And so that's why St. John said that in kind of the writing about his later life, as John was nearing his death, he was often quoted as saying, little children, love one another, because that's enough. Little children, John uses that word, and he uses it in today's first reading. And you're right, these two readings are absolutely packed. There's so much stuff. But in that first letter, that's why he says that we may be called children of God and that we are God's children now. Because by baptism, we become part of the same family. God is the Father, and he makes us all of his children. And so what we are going to be has when it's revealed, he says, we will be like God. So, the old phrase, like father, like son.
Oh, yeah.
So as children of God, that's what we seek to become, to be more like him, because all of us are God's children.
I love it. A lot of food for thought there. Deacon Dan Brahier, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Have a great week.
Thank you, Deacon Dan. That was wonderful mop work. You got it done. Thank you.
I did my best.
God bless you, brother.
Have a great day. God willing, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning on Morning Offering for Thursday.